YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. I am live on Anchor. And I am going to be live on Facebook in 2 seconds. And yeah, so for the ones that don't know, wear my U.S. women's national team or U.S. soccer national team jersey. And I'm live on Facebook. Hello. Welcome to Coach Cameron's podcast. I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, and on Anchor on every platform on my podcast. So you can find me anytime. You just Google Coach Cameron Soccer Podcast and you'll find me. I'm on iTunes, Google Play, and like 10 other affiliates. So we just found out today that Jessica McDonald is now on the 26-man roster for the U.S. national team to travel to Europe to play some friendlies, to train. This is camp. Forward, Jessica McDonald, who had a stellar 10-goal season with the NWSL champions, North Carolina Courage, and then scored once in the semifinal and twice in the championship game to help her club claim the 2018 title, gets another call-up after scoring the game winner in the 1-0 victory against Portugal in November. McDonald also led the NWSL in assists with 8. She not only scored the game winner against Portugal, but it was the 500th victory for the U.S. national team. So I'm very excited to see if Jessica can make the final 22 roster. So we are going to watch her play. We're going to give her good vibes, and hopefully she'll make it and represent Arizona the way she has always done, which is with unbelievable play, integrity, and she's just such a huge inspiration, not only to me, but every player and representative of Arizona and AYSA and everywhere she grew up. She's just Phoenix College, you name it. She's had so many impactful relationships she's had here in Arizona, in particular for me. Love watching her play, love watching her do all these things, and have her son in tow. You know, she's always trying to be basically a single mother and find a way to survive all this. So anyways, she is such an inspiration, and hopefully she makes that roster, which is the World Cup is coming up this summer in Europe. And if she makes it, I'm getting tickets. I'm going, and hopefully I can pick the right time frame to go for that, because that's not cheap. So who else is she competing with? If I can find the entire roster. So 5 things to know about the women's national team camp. Goalkeepers, they brought 4. Jane Campbell from Houston, the Houston Dash, Adriana Franch from Portland Thorns, Ashlyn Harris from Orlando Pride, Alyssa Naher from Chicago Red Stars. And that's where Jessica McDonald, see her jersey up there? That's her Red Star jersey. She gave me number 8. She was drafted by them from North Carolina. Defenders, Abby Donkepper, teammate of Jessica's from the Courage, and Tierna Davidson from Stanford. Crystal Dunn, another teammate from JMAC, who's recently just got married last weekend. And Emily Fox from UNC. Kelly O'Hare from Utah Royals. Becky Sonbrun from Utah Royals and Royals, or whatever I call them, Royals. Casey Short, Chicago Red Stars. Emily Sunnett from Portland Thorns. Midfielders, Morgan Bryan from Chicago Stars. Daniela Colaprico from Chicago Red Stars. Julie Ertz, Chicago Red Stars. That's a lot of Chicago Red Stars, huh? Lindsay Horan, Portland Thorns. Rose Lavelle, Washington Spirit. Samantha Muse from the Courage, and McCall Zerboni from the Courage. A lot of Courage. Now, there's 7 forwards. We got Toby Heath from Portland Thorns, Carly Lloyd, Sky Blue, Jessica McDonald, North Carolina Courage, Alex Morgan, Orlando Pride, Christian Press from Utah Royals, Mallory Pugh from Washington Spirit, and Megan Rapone from Seattle Reign. Holy cow. And that's where Jessica sits amongst like all the stars. That is a lot of talent there, and hopefully things can work out our way and Jessica can go to the World Cup, win a World Cup, and do crazy things. Can you imagine? Think about it. Jessica McDonald's won 2 national titles with UNC. She's won 2 national titles in the professional level with the Courage, and then before that, same dang team. They were in Washington. I forgot what they were called before they moved to North Carolina. But she's won 2 basically world titles, 2 national titles, and she could win a World Cup. Isn't it that way? You know, there are just some people that just win. And they're, you know, you call it luck or whatever you want. I'm going to call it luck. But she is always in the right situation, and she makes things happen. Not only she's doing it, she's doing crazy things. She scored the game winner for UNC to win the 2nd national title. She scored the game winner for the U.S. women's national team to get their 500th victory. She always finds a way. And that's someone I want on my team, is someone that can always find a way. So, couple did you know things. Jane Campbell gets her first call-up since last April and joins Alyssa Nair, Ashlyn Harris, and Adriana Franch in the 4-player goalkeeper corps. 2 players who earned their first 2 caps during the November trip to Europe were named to the roster in the midfield. Daniel Colaprico, who has been playing for the Australia during the NWSL offseason, and defender Emily Fox, who had helped North Carolina to the NCAA title game in this fall. Fox, a veteran of the U.S. Last 2 FIFA U20 World Cups team, and one of the 2 top outside backs in the college game, got a call up as well. So the UNC sophomore earned 34 caps and scored 4 goals in the U20 level. So we have a couple U20 players, and we have 4 goalkeepers called up, and we are hoping and praying Jess gets that call up for the 22. And women's national team, what can we get these things done earlier? Like, if you know what your roster is going to be, just call the roster, because some people like me have to buy plane tickets, and I don't need to wait till last minute. And why do we take it so long to call these players up for the January camp? Why didn't we call them in December? We need to do it earlier because people fly and pay for things. So U.S. women's national team, organization, administration, announce it earlier, please, so we can buy tickets, because I'm going to support people I know. Unfortunately, that's the way the world works, doesn't it? You support people you know. So anyways, congratulations, Jessica McDonald. Enjoy your trip to Spain. I think you're playing Spain first. So you're going to train it. They're going to train in Portugal, travel to France, and then they're going to be playing a match in Le Havre. So they're playing train in Portugal. They're playing France, the national team, and then they're going to play Spain. Very excited. 2 big games, and we are all about Jessica. JessWeCan. Repeat it. JessWeCan. JESS we can. JessWeCan. Go, Jess. Good luck. Best of luck, and I am out.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.